Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert B. Cialdini explores the psychological principles behind why people say yes and how to apply these principles ethically. Cialdini identifies 6 key principles of persuasion: reciprocity, commitment and consistency, social proof, authority, liking, and scarcity. Each principle is supported by extensive research and real-world examples, providing a comprehensive understanding of how influence works. The first principle, reciprocity, is based on the human tendency to return favors. Cialdini illustrates how this principle is used in marketing and everyday interactions. For example, free samples in stores or small gifts in direct mail campaigns trigger a sense of obligation in recipients to reciprocate. Understanding this principle helps individuals recognize when they are being influenced and how they can use reciprocity ethically in their own interactions. The second principle, commitment and consistency, highlights the desire of people to appear consistent in their actions and beliefs. Once someone commits to something, especially publicly, they are more likely to follow through. Cialdini explains how this principle is used in sales techniques, such as the foot-in-the-door tactic, where a small initial request is followed by a larger one. Recognizing this can help individuals make more deliberate commitments. Social proof, the third principle, asserts that people look to others to decide how to act, especially in uncertain situations. This is why testimonials and reviews are so powerful. People tend to follow the actions of the masses, assuming that if many others are doing something, it must be correct. Cialdini uses examples like laugh tracks in sitcoms and crowded restaurants to demonstrate the impact of social proof. Authority, the fourth principle, emphasizes the influence of experts and authoritative figures. People are more likely to follow directions or advice from someone who is perceived as knowledgeable or powerful. Cialdini demonstrates how uniforms, titles, and other symbols of authority can significantly impact compliance, urging readers to critically evaluate the sources of authority they encounter. The fifth principle, liking, is based on the idea that people are more easily influenced by those they like. Factors such as physical attractiveness, similarity, and compliments increase likability and thus persuasive power. This principle explains why charismatic individuals, or those who share common interest with us, can be particularly persuasive. Understanding this helps individuals be more mindful of how their preferences can influence their decisions. The final principle, scarcity, revolves around the concept that people value things more when they perceive them as scarce or limited. This principle is commonly used in marketing strategies like limited time offers and exclusive deals to create a sense of urgency. Cialdini shows how scarcity can drive decisions and increase the perceived value of an item or opportunity. Being aware of this principle helps individuals make more rational choices without being swayed by artificial scarcity. Life lessons from the book, The Power of Reciprocity. Be mindful of the psychological obligation created when you receive something. Use this principle to build positive, reciprocal relationships rather than to manipulate others. Thoughtful commitment and consistency. Make commitments thoughtfully and understand how public commitments can influence your future actions. Use this principle to achieve personal goals by leveraging the human desire for consistency. Critical evaluation of social proof. Understand the impact of social influence on your decisions. By critically evaluating the behaviors and opinions of others, you can make more informed and independent choices. Authority awareness. Recognize the power of authority and expertise in shaping opinions and decisions. Always question the validity and credibility of authoritative sources to avoid undue influence. Mindfulness of likability. Be aware of how factors such as physical attractiveness and shared interests can impact your decisions. Strive to make choices based on the actual value of an opportunity rather than on personal likability. Rational decisions regarding scarcity. Recognize how scarcity can create urgency and influence decisions. Make more rational choices by evaluating the real value and necessity of scarce items or opportunities without being swayed by perceived scarcity.